Hello, I'm Garima and welcome back to this series on the lost art of eating. In the first video, I had spoken about how you can kickstart your digestion even before you take the first bite simply by paying more attention to the food that's on the plate. And as promised, today we will talk about how to serve ourselves. Do you know that there is a difference between appetite and hunger? When do you think you eat? When your body is depleted of energy and the cells are asking for food? Humans will usually eat because they feel like eating. Either it's time to eat, or you smell something delicious, or everybody around you is eating. Take an example of the animal world. A lion will probably kill and eat once in 24 to 48 hours and not eat again, because they are only listening to the physical hunger. This hunger comes when the cells in your body want energy, or that the body has to do the repair and maintenance work and is looking for some nutrition. And this information goes from the body to the brain, and the brain starts the hunger cycle, and automatically an animal will start hunting. But humans, with our evolved brain, we can supersede our hunger signals. So on a lazy Sunday morning, your stomach can be growling and you're hungry, and you can still choose to ignore that, stay in bed, browse Facebook for another hour. On the other hand, if you've just had your fill, you've had a meal, but then somebody makes a Maggie and you smell it, you can say, come on, give me some. Because we are eating out of an appetite, a desire to eat. We eat because we feel like eating. So you also may believe that you start eating because you're physically hungry, there's not enough glucose in your body, and you will stop when you have eaten the right amount of nourishment. But according to a lot of research, especially coming out from Cornell University's Food and Brand Lab, humans definitely eat with our eyes. What that means is, a meal, whether we find it satisfying or not, does not depend upon how much calories it had or nutrition it had. It depends on whether looking at it we felt satisfied or not. So what I'm saying is that it's very easy for us to overeat foods just because we are not feeling satisfied yet. So how can we make sure in some simple way that we don't overeat? The answer, in fact, lies in how we serve ourselves. So whatever you think you tend to eat too much of, say you eat too much rice, don't just serve it directly onto your big plate of food. Take a small bowl and serve your rice into it. And you will find that with just 1 or 1.5 spoons, it's going to be full and in fact overflowing. Keep that on your plate. It's always more satisfying when you see that there's a small plate and plenty of food on it. The same food on a very large plate looks very measly. It looks like there's no way this is enough food for you. You're trying to give your eyes a sense of complete satisfaction. So again, if there are sweets that you're eating, desserts at the end of the food, take beautiful small crockery bowls, put your sweets in it, your dessert in it, place it nicely in your plate, and then relish it. If you're trying to have more of some things, like if you want to have a lot more proteins, take large bowls in which you serve yourself dals and chole, rajma, any source of protein that you've been eating. Also, go for smaller spoons for your dessert. That way you need more bites. Each bite is small in size, so it gets chewed and digested better. And since you take longer, more time to eat it, it's much more satisfying. Rather than just picking up a whole gulab jamun and putting it in your mouth in one go, if the same thing is eaten over 8 small bites, you feel satisfied that you've had enough sweets. In fact, I would go so far as to suggest that if you want to reduce the number of chapatis, then if you're used to having 2, then just serve yourself 1.5 chapatis, but do it in this way. Arrange them nicely, take a small plate, have smaller bites, and see if you don't feel completely satisfied by the end of it. And it is also said in Ayurveda that we should get up from the table when we are still feeling a little bit hungry. So that's another tip for you. What we are discussing right now has been explained in great detail, including all the research which is available on this topic in my book, The Body Nirvana. Maybe you have seen it. Pick it up from a crossword or an Amazon bookstore and to read the details. And this was the second part of the lost art of eating. In the third video, I will be sharing tips on how you can arrange things in your home so that you will be able to achieve your health goals much more easily and feeling very satisfied and happy while you do it. No sacrifices. Thank you.